Welcome to the Chamber Vibes podcast with your host, Brittany Timmons, the Greater Guthrie Chamber of Commerce CEO and President. In this podcast, you will hear from local guests who will discuss topics such as leadership, small business, and our vibrant community. You'll also hear success stories and tips from amazing local businesses, dive into important news, meet community leaders, and find out how you can get involved in our community. From the Second Banana Media Studios in beautiful and historic downtown Guthrie, America, here is Brittany Timmons.
Hello everyone, Brittany here with the Guthrie Chamber. Excited to be back in the studio for another episode of Chamber Vibes. So I have here with me my friends from Mosquito Authority, Sarah and Ronnie Phillips. How are we today?
Good, doing good. Thanks for having us.
Very good.
Okay, there you go. There you go. So it's kind of, I have to look between the two of you here.
Well, it'd be nice if you got to sit on the end.
I know, but there's a certain other podcast, a regular podcast. What is that? What would I say? Podcast?
Open mic?
Doer?
High school huddle? All that
Podcast
stuff.
performer?
Yeah.
I don't know. Ronnie Phillips.
Talent. He's
Yes.
talent. He's the talent.
Very talented. Yes. All right. So Mosquito Authority, fairly new business here serving the Guthrie area, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So let's talk about Mosquito Authority. What is Mosquito Authority?
Sarah.
Sarah.
All right.
This is her spot.
Mosquito Authority is a franchise that was founded in 2002. So I guess this year would have been their 20th year.
Okay.
We had a friend that kind of gave us information about franchises, and we really wanted to start a business. But I think once I dug into it, why jump into something and take a long time to get where you want to be versus doing a franchise where somebody else has already done that work and hands it to you. So, I feel like we're going to get where we want to get quicker with the franchise route. And I always have someone to fall back on. If I have a marketing question, we have a director of marketing, we have a director of pest control, we have all these people that I can still answer to with any problems that we have.
That's cool. Okay, so why Mosquito Authority?
Well, I know when we first moved back last August, or a year, two Augusts ago, I guess now, we came back and there were just flies and mosquitoes everywhere. And because we lived in Ohio before that, and there was no flies, there were no mosquitoes. So we had no issues. And then the first week we're back, we getting just destroyed by mosquitoes and flies. My kid's ear got all big because he got bit by one. So, and we weren't planning on, opening up a Mosquito Authority. We just, after the list we got, she saw it and she goes, that's it right there. So
Okay.
I mean, it's such a new industry, and I feel like, I don't know where I'm going with this.
There's a lot of upside to
and
it.
It's grown so incredibly fast. And then after COVID, where people like to spend more time at their home now, people were wanting to enjoy their outdoor space, and they saw exponential growth during COVID. And I just think there's so many possibilities.
This company, Mainline Brands, they're one of the top selling franchises in the world ever since past 4 or 5 years, I believe it was. They've sold a lot of Mosquito Authorities and a lot of other stuff that they're doing.
And you guys realized nobody else in Guthrie was doing this, or our area was available.
Yeah, we knew it was available. People do it, but again, it's not marketed. It's still, even after going through our first year, we know there's still a lot of education that needs to be out there, so people to understand. Because people, if it rains, it's all gone. Well, no, Mosquito Authority. We have mosquito authorities in Florida. It rains every day in Florida in the summertime.
Right.
So there's a lot of education that needs to go along with Mosquito Authority. But I'm telling you, it works. I mean, you can ask any of our clients, and again, we guarantee after the second spray, no mosquitoes. So it definitely works regardless.
That's cool. So this was your first. Was it Skeeter season?
Skeeter season.
Yes, I got that right. So, so this was your first season to work this summer. And so have you all enjoyed it? I mean, I know you're a Guthrie guy. You come back home, and I know that you also help coach the Blue Jays baseball. But you two doing Mosquito Authority together, I mean, I know Sarah especially has posted some funny stories and animal. It seems like you guys are having a good time doing it.
I love it. When we first moved back here, him being a Guthrie guy and me not, like the first, even up until, I was telling him the other day, we were at the Territorial Christmas and we got there early. I didn't know, like he'd be gone. And then during football season, he'd be gone and I didn't have anyone. I didn't know anyone. I didn't have any friends. Like once we got started, we joined the chamber, I see people everywhere. I'm a people person. I need to feel attached to a community. Yes. I need to be in it. And like, we have customers now that they're like, oh, so it's the end of the season. We're not going to see you anymore. And like literally last week I have a customer. She's like, bring your kids over and come visit me.
That's nice.
And I mean, I love people. I get attached to people. I'll remember all my customers. Like,
so this has been good for you not being from here to dive in and to get to know.
She knows more people than I do now.
She officially knows more people than I.
Our kids always joke, like, Dad knows everyone here. Like, we'd be somewhere.
Now Mom does too.
Now Mom's catching up.
I love it. Well, you all definitely have dove in, and I feel like that's the way to do it, you know? I mean, not just partnering with us, but just showing up at things and wearing your logos around and just passing out info and doing giveaways. I mean, you know, just all the things. That's really just how you got to do it. Just dive in, even if it's terrifying. And I'm sure, I mean, you guys relocating was probably comforting, like to be near family and home, but also, I mean, that's somewhat scary, like starting a brand new business.
Oh, no.
It's, you know, no, it is terrifying. He stepped away from a very good job. A lot of things have changed, but it for us, we planned financially and you know, how to make this happen to get closer to family, even if we have to live in a tiny house right now. Just live in a tiny house and get to where we're going. But we're never home. We always have things to do, friends, family, and so it's good.
Yeah. That's good. Okay, so I know I think on one of the Friday Faces we did, where we got to spray the Hardin's house and do a little Bright Side Bins and Mosquito Authority Friday Faces.
Bright Bins will be at my house Monday. Thank you very much, Donovan.
Bright Side Bins,
Appreciate
shout out.
you.
There you go. Yes, they do an awesome job of cleaning your trash cans.
Sure do.
And
sidewalks and all the things that need power washed.
And we need our trash can sprayed because we do fly service as well. So all the traps that we put out, we bring home and we put them in our trash can. And, but we also spray our trash cans. So whatever gets out, like we spray, like I have a pile of dead flies just from the flies that have gotten into my trash can and just died.
Right.
So, I mean, the spray in the trash can is huge. It's kind of satisfying.
So on that Friday Faces, I was able to learn just about how your business works. So let's talk a little bit about that. We kind of know now why you guys are here and why you started it. You know, I know you're just like, okay, people might be like, hey, they kill mosquitoes, but explain kind of how the process works.
So the process basically is that we try to get a hold of people or they try to get a hold of us, and we ask them questions like, so there's 3 different types of mosquitoes, and we kind of determine if it's a permanent water source, a temporary water source, and that kind of tells us where to look for. So the most important thing that we do when we get to somebody's property is that we inspect the property. We find out, okay, show me where you're having issues at. We go over there, and again, in order for mosquitoes to survive, they got to have some kind of water source. And then people always say, well, there's no water source here.
Right.
Well, we're professional water finders now.
Yes, so, I bet you are.
So Sarah, that's kind of her role in our this summer was. So she would go around and she'd find the water sources. I mean, you wouldn't believe where just the tiny little cap size of water can produce thousands of mosquitoes. So that's the most important part, is getting out and finding out where that water source is. So, and then we have some granules that we put out that eliminates all that stuff.
Okay.
And again, what do you think is the most weirdest spot you found water at this year?
I was about to ask questions like that, so there you go.
I know we found, like,
Can you tell me about a tree?
You know the big...
Oh, the tree. The tree was a good one. We couldn't figure out where because they were having horrible daytime. If you're getting bit in the day, you have a water source that's standing water somewhere. Like it could be
stagnant,
a drain. I treat drains all the time. It's not draining. There's standing water in there. But there was a hole in a tree full of water, and then just
And they probably were like, I don't have water anymore.
And when I put a larvicide in it, they just swarmed out, and
oh my gosh.
they haven't had any, they've
had
been
no
a
issues.
customer with us all year long.
So a tree.
A tree
with a big knot in it.
It was a big knot with a
hole in it.
You could have stuck your hand in there.
There was a lot of water in there, and also if you have a big trampoline in your yard where the springs connect.
Guilty.
There's where the springs connect. There's little holes there.
Okay.
And water, when it rains, water gets inside those little bitty holes.
If it's not covered.
If it's not covered, yeah. So we had a customer in Stillwater, same thing. Couldn't find the water source, and then we really had to dig deep, and Sarah found it.
That one all came down to a little 4-year-old saying, "I keep getting bit by the trampoline. I keep," and so his parents were like,
"That's a clue. That's a clue."
Yeah.
So this is kind of like a game.
No, it really is. Yeah, it's
or
fun.
challenge, should I say?
Yeah, I mean, we went to Crescent a few weeks ago. A lady called us up. She had just awful mosquitoes.
Every time she opened the door, they were getting in the house.
She came out, and as we start talking to her, start asking her questions, and we're literally knocking these things off us all. And it's okay. Go inside. I'll talk to you afterwards, so we can do our thing. We went around. Of course, there's tires on the property. If you have tires on your property, you're going to have mosquitoes.
Okay.
So we found all the water sources. We went out and we sprayed. It took us about 15, 20 minutes to get all that done. And we said, come on outside. And we came out and we walked the entire property. Not a single mosquito bit us. And she was
like, whoa, this is
amazed.
Awesome.
Yeah. That's awesome.
And that's really the reason why we did it, because we want to be a part of the community, and being a part of the community so people can enjoy their outdoor space.
Yes.
And so it's
a safety thing. I mean, viruses are carried from mosquitoes. So, I mean, I'm not trying to be super dark and serious here, but it's true.
All sorts of diseases.
They are one of the most dangerous insect series in the world. Just 3 or 4 years ago, Fort Worth, Texas had declared a state emergency because of the mosquito problem down there.
Wow.
So it's,
then
we had something up in Tulsa just this year too.
No, I think it was, they just found a mosquito with West Nile.
Oh, right.
So, I mean, it's around there, but but the process is we go find the water source, we treat all that stuff, and then the spray is what people see, and that's what people think what does it all, which it does. I mean, again, that'll help you for the 21 days that we guarantee no mosquitoes. And then after we spray that, and then after your second treatment, there's a stage inside with the mosquito. It's called the pupa that nobody can kill. You can't kill it. So that's why we guarantee it after our second spray, because we'll kill all the eggs, we'll do all that stuff, we'll kill the living ones, and then you'll see some activity within 10 to 14 days or whatever it is, and then we'll come back that second time, we'll spray it, and then you're guaranteed no mosquitoes.
As long as you're a reoccurring.
As long as you're a recurring customer, we don't have contracts.
That's what I was going to ask.
No contracts. We're very confident in our product and what we do, and what we believe in is we know that you won't have any mosquito issues. And if you see a mosquito and it comes bite you or something like that, just call us and we'll come take care of it. No problem.
That's awesome.
And just remember, female mosquitoes are the only ones that bite.
Oh, this is some kind of woman joke here.
Nope.
No,
they
facts only.
They have to have a blood meal before they can lay eggs. So.
Okay, this is a lot of information, Sarah. But hey, you got to know your industry.
Got to educate.
And that's right, got to educate. I'm sure you've learned more than you ever thought you would on this topic. Okay, so let's talk about flies, because the flies are another big part of your service.
Yeah. So one of the main things with flies is probably sanitation. Of course, the normal household is going to have fly issues. Mm-hmm. It's awful. Flies don't really want to be at your house. They're trying to get to a stinky farm where there's lots of feces.
They love my kitchen, I feel like. I'm like, get out of town.
Yeah. Anyway. So we come out and we always try to educate. Like, a big part of our job is communicating with our customers, because some customers, we don't have as good of communication, and those are typically the ones that drop off or whatnot. Okay. But as long as we're able to educate and they're willing to learn and fix some of the problems, like if you are recycling cans and you have a trash can full of cans, those flies are going to
love it, right,
in the cans.
See, stuff I wouldn't have thought about.
Yeah. Dog poop.
Yeah.
We use traps. We have a special trap that is designed by our company, that the wind doesn't blow through it, so it doesn't stink as bad. some people smell it.
If you get them full, they stink.
Once they get really full, they stink. But we put them away from your property to attract them away.
Okay.
I've noticed in that properties that don't pick up their dog poop as well, their fly traps don't fill up as fast.
Okay.
So I find that interesting.
Because they go to the feces.
Right. Gotcha. Okay.
Because the stuff that we put in isn't all natural stuff. It's
right.
So because if a dog eats it,
Yeah,
your dogs. Yeah, we've had dogs.
Someone's dog ate like 3 of them.
Yeah.
And they're
fine.
They eat all the flies and all the stuff.
It's all natural, but again, but the best thing is the spray Sarah has.
Yes, I know. I know about the spray, but the listeners might not know.
We spray around entry points. We spray trash cans. Flies are attracted to propane, so I'll spray kind of around a grill, like near the propane. If people still continue to have issues, then according to the label,
we follow the label. Label is the law.
The label on the can is the law. We will spray on a windowsill inside. And I started this in my house, and it's amazing. Like, if you get fly, so we had someone come out,
fly to your window and die.
Yeah.
Yes.
It is amazing.
I know, she told me.
We had somebody come out to our house, and our doors had to be propped open. There were probably 20 flies in the house, and literally within 30 minutes, they were all dead.
Wow.
All on my windowsill.
And you know what? I noticed in the evenings, and it makes sense because flies are attracted to light and whatnot, but in the evenings, those flies will zoom around and they'll never go to the windows, and they'll drive me crazy in the evening when I'm watching TV. But during the day, they go to the windows and they just
die.
They die.
Sarah loves it.
And you can hear them dying. They'll just they buzz like crazy, and then they just fall over.
Oh, there's another one.
There you go. At least you can stand behind your product and you know that it works.
Yeah.
So can someone call you if they just have a fly problem? Are you doing just fly calls?
Fly and tick. We also do that. That's an add-on to the service. It's an add-on to the service. Correct. It's again the tick and the fly, or the tick and the spray. Those go hand in hand because we use the bifin that we use for the mosquito spray to activate our tick granules as well.
Okay. Yeah, we didn't cover ticks yet.
No, not yet.
So we do ticks, fly,
mosquito, fly, and tick. Yeah, and tick is by far the best product out of all 3 of them because we get it. There is a less than 1% callback on our tick product throughout the entire. Any of our franchise owners that have Mosquito Authority, it is less than 1% throughout the entire thing. We
haven't gotten a single. Nobody that does tick has gotten a tick this year.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Especially people with animals who always have those problems, right?
Yep.
That's awesome. And then are you guys looking to? I know we've talked about this just a little bit. Are you guys looking to expand services in the future?
Yes. You know,
to add other things.
All the things happen. And
right. Yeah. What are other services that you could possibly provide?
Pest control. We'll do full pest control. We're licensed. We're just we need to get someone hired with 3 to 5 years experience in pest control. And then we've got to go out and do franchise training for that that's in North Carolina.
So that's a possible future thing. So
yes, we're hoping to get that going next year because again, a lot of people ask us, do you do pest yet? No, not yet. We will. So I know a lot of people from outside of the community. We know we have a couple here in town, but again, that's what that's going to be the next step, and I think that's really what's going to help us.
Spiders. What else?
Anything.
All the things.
Snakes, termites, raccoons.
Oh
no!
Full blown. We're doing all of it.
Well, we'll see.
Next thing you know, we're doing raccoon trapping.
No. That's what we're hiring the guy for, right? We're going to run the business after that.
Raccoons. But
can you imagine the selfies that Sarah will take when that happens?
I will not take selfies with snakes.
She's like, no. What about raccoons? Trapped raccoons? They're cute.
Yep, I'll take a picture next to it in the cage.
Okay. If you are not following them on social media, you should do so.
Especially Instagram.
Especially Instagram. Yes. What's your handle?
Mosquito Authority, Oklahoma.
Yep.
Okay. Mosquito Authority, Oklahoma. Yeah, Sarah has posted some great selfies. She loves meeting people's pets.
Oh, and
Tell a good story about sweet meeting pets.
Pig that somebody has in their backyard with their dogs. It
Betty
was just
Bacon.
a little pig, and I held it and took my picture. And I mean, this thing is I can't pick it up now. Stay tuned. Next time I'm out there, we'll be out there one more time this year. I've got to get a selfie with next to her that.
But you've
I
had
can't
goats,
pick up anymore. Goats,
horses. What else?
Frogs.
Oh, a frog. Yeah, seen the frog picture.
Sheep.
We got
Donkey.
Betty Bacon. Her friends are 2 English bulldogs too.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they have a little. They run around.
That's probably what I highly enjoy too. Is the animals?
I can tell. It looks fun.
Because we don't have any animals in our house, but
Okay.
I love animals. But I think something great that we offer as well is like I'll tell someone like if you don't mind like I'll watch your dogs and keep them entertained.
Right.
Like I
Right.
like Eddie Hinky
Okay.
has a fabulous dog, and I told him
Love
I
Eddie's
said
dog.
I just let her because Ronnie needed to do tick granules near her kennel, and so I just let her out and put her in the truck, and we just hung out in the truck. So
Ronnie does all the work. No, I'm just
it was,
kidding.
right.
I mean, calling him and saying, "Come get your dog." Like
Right.
I've met her before. She's sweet. Come on,
Right.
just hop in the truck with me.
Just hop in. I love it. I love it. Because it's really, I mean, this is how you get to know people. This is how you build relationships with people. And you're at their homes,
Yeah.
And like you said, it's, you guys care about your customers to where you want them to be able to enjoy their homes. And I know a lot of people, especially like you said with COVID, they spend more time outdoors and home. But, people spend a lot of money on flowers and landscaping and pools and decks. And it's not any fun if you can't enjoy it.
Well, no, you couldn't really enjoy anything this year with the
Right,
heat as
right.
bad as it was. But again, mosquitoes don't really care about temperature. They were still out and about, but yeah, it was fun, especially this first year to get to explore
Right.
all the neighborhoods you want when you're growing up. Said, "Oh, I wonder what's like in that house or in that neighborhood."
I'm sure that was fun
Yeah,
for
that was
you.
kinda cool.
Yeah. So as far as service areas, you guys obviously service Guthrie, but and then you mentioned going to Crescent.
Crescent, Stillwater.
Okay.
That's where we're currently at now. Once we expand, we want to build relationships in Guthrie and Stillwater and Crescent for sure. Right now, that's our main focus. And then once we hopefully get people hired on, we can expand that. We got territory in Cashin, Perry, Coyle. Yeah, I mean,
For the most part, north of here.
anything
Okay.
north of 35,
Okay.
Waterloo,
But
anything north of 35.
within 45 minutes, probably.
Yeah.
Probably go further than that.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool though.
Yeah.
You can service some of these other communities as well.
Yeah.
We love our surrounding communities. That's why we're the greater Guthrie Chamber.
That's right.
So we can love our friends in different communities too, in Guthrie. So, so I always like to ask on these just because it's fun, to get to know you all and let the community get to know you a little bit better. Obviously, you being from here, but Sarah can chime in on this too. Like, what do you love about Guthrie? What made you want to come back home? Like, what are some of your favorite things about being in Guthrie?
Me is for I think for both of us was just get back to family. That was our number one thing. We had some things happen in the family, and ever since those issues came up, it was always how do we get back to Guthrie? How do we get back home? Parents are getting older because again we lived for 18 years. We lived Kansas City, Durant, Ohio. I mean, so we've been away for a while, and so we missed a lot of birthday parties, missed a lot of football games, missed a lot of stuff with our nieces and nephews growing up. So that was the number one thing. And again, our parents and our family, they missed stuff of our kids that we wish they could have been a part of. So getting back was our number one goal, just to be with family.
To be back with family. What about you not being from here? What are your now that you're here and this is home, because I'm not from here originally either, but this is home.
Yeah.
Like, what do you love about being here?
So I grew up in Topeka, Kansas, big city. I said I would never live in Guthrie. And I feel like as I got older and my kids got older and I realized what was important in life, and when we would come back to Guthrie and we would come back for 89ers, we would come back for football games, we would see Chris doing the football games, and I've got 3 boys, and I'm like, oh, the kids would love that, and being a part of that. So when we decided we wanted to move back, it was all those things. It was family. It was going to my kids' games, and all the kids they're playing with, I'm friends with all their parents, and you know, everybody, just the support that my kids get from family, from all their friends, from even if my kid doesn't want to go somewhere, I'm like, you'll know someone there. Right. You'll have a friend there. So it's just, I didn't think I would love the small town feel, but I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That like true community feel.
Yeah. I've gotten used to going to Walmart and seeing someone there every time I go.
Yeah. I know.
Or before, because we moved around a lot. And again, you're not from these communities. You don't know a whole lot about these communities. So we just kind of stayed in our little shell. We had our group of people that we liked and we talked to, and that was it. You know, I didn't go to any high school football games in Ohio. I didn't go to a Perrysburg high school game. I didn't go to cross country. I didn't go to everything that we go to now, baseball. We just didn't do that. But being from here, it's a community thing. We love being part of the community. So we watch everything. We get the passes for all sports passes. We go
as much as you can.
Everything. Yeah, we go to everything.
So I kind of have a cool story about a friend who has that same kind of feeling. So his kids go to Edmond schools. They live in Logan County, but based on where the lines are, their kids go to Edmond schools. And he works here in Guthrie, and they go to every single home Guthrie game. And they have Blue Jay gear and all of it, because he was like, there's nothing better than football at the Rock.
That's right.
And I love it because even though they love their neighborhood and their kids' school and all of that is great, they still support our community by coming and cheering on the Guthrie kids and spending money here and doing things here and stuff. And so I just think that's a testament to our community, and not just football. I mean, not just football, but just the fact that they want to be here.
Yeah.
You know, they want to enjoy what they can here, even if they don't do every aspect of their life here, you know? And I just think that's neat. So, yeah. Well, is there anything else you guys want to add that we might not have covered about Mosquito Authority?
No.
I think you guys are rocking it. It's been fun to watch you guys and learn from you guys, and just see how well you're diving into the community. It's been awesome.
Just say hi. Just don't be afraid to ask.
Yeah. So what's the best way for people to reach you?
580-380-3460.
There you go.
Or you can find anything on our website, Facebook, all that.
Or call the chamber. Because we can get you in touch there too. Oh, let's talk about her.
This is Rita.
Is this, if you're listening on Spotify, you're not gonna be able to see this, so you should go to YouTube where you can see on Second Banana Media the episode on the camera here. But yeah, Rita the mosquito is like the cute
Rita the mosquito.
Okay, at least it's not Skeeter.
Skeeter.
We already said that
Rita
earlier.
Skeeter.
Rita
I
the mosquito.
I say mosquito.
Rita the mosquito.
No, I'm sure it depends on which part of the country you're from. But anyway, she's the cutest. And Rita, there needs to be a large version of Rita.
Know.
Maybe in the future.
In the future, maybe.
We have to hit our goals before I can get a
There needs to be a Rita walking around.
Yeah, but we'll be giving these away to our younger fans.
Get Clucky, right? We could get Clucky from Golden Chick, and Rita and the Blue Jay. Who else? What else?
I don't know.
We could get Jason's Corgi from Farmers Agency. I mean, there's a lot of great mascots in town. So, and just, have them walking around. So, anyway. Well, I appreciate you guys.
Yeah, thank you for having us.
You guys have been awesome. Like I said, great chamber members, kind of setting the example. They're doing Leadership Guthrie. They've just really have dove in and doing all the things. But I think what you guys are doing great. It's been fun to get to know you. And hopefully our listeners and viewers will learn a little bit more too. And now you know who to call if you've got mosquito or fly issues and future other issues.
Right.
As well. So yeah, give them a call, ask questions. It doesn't cost anything to ask questions, right?
Of course not.
Yeah, and I guess too, before we officially close, what does that look like if someone calls? Like, you go out and then give them an estimate based on their property size? We didn't cover that part.
Oh yeah, so we have a base price, and then it's up to an acre. Then anything after an acre is just a little bit extra.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So so if it's residential, it's not a big deal. Yeah.
Okay.
It's the big properties that might see a little bit more again, but we're going to also have misting systems in the future and stuff like that, which is basically men love it because it's basically it's basically a water sprinkle system, but to kill mosquitoes, and you can run everything by your phone, and it's pretty sweet.
Oh my god! Okay, to happen in the future.
Correct.
So I'm sure Corey will want to know more about this. Yes. So anyway, all right. Well, thank you guys so much. Reach out to them, ask questions, get to know Sarah and Ronnie. They're great. And as always, if there's anything we can do for you, just holler. Thank you guys for being my guest today.
Thank you.
Have a great day, everyone.
Thanks for listening to the Chamber Vibes podcast from Second Banana Media Studios in beautiful downtown Guthrie, America.